What's up, world? Lee here with Sticks, Strings, and Other Things, my teeny tiny little corner of the internet where I come to you fortnightly to chit-chat with you about all the crafty things that I have been getting my hands onto. This is episode 53, and I am filming this on the 24th of January, 2023, coming to you from a very gray and damp Pacific Northwest, which is how it should be in January. Also, I have a really bad cold today. Really bad cold today. So I have given myself enough antihistamines and meds to hopefully knock it out well enough that I can make it through this. I'm drinking some lovely Breathe Well tea. Tastes disgusting, actually helps. But it does taste disgusting. And I apologize now for all of the random cut edits that are going to be occurring, because I am going to try to cut out most of the coughing, the sneezing, the sniffling, and all of that. And I have one cat in here who is currently getting pets, and I think another cat is trying to get in here. So if you will wait just a moment, I will let the other cat in as well. All right, I'm back. Ever since the kid moved out, the cats have turned the craft room slash bedroom into their room. And if I shut the door, they get very confused as to why their bedroom is shut. Anyhow, I've already apologized for all the cut edits that are going to happen. I will do my best. I will do my best. If you are new here, I usually am a little bit more upbeat. But, colds happen. I just haven't had one in like 3 years. I forgot how awful they are. Anyway, if you are new here, thank you. I'm glad you're trying me out. If you do like what you see, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Several people have, thanks to, I think, my whip parade and my drawer of doom that I filmed. I also, would you get off? Cats, I swear. Yes, and we're doing great today, people. And if you are returning, thank you so much for checking me out again. Right. I'm doing great, people, I promise. I do have a finish, though. One. And it's from knitting. And it is my Cozy Comfort Throw by Homespun House. This is the one that I was doing out of the McMullen Fiber Company Advent Minis that I was opening in December. And I have finished the entire thing, put my nice little I-cord around the entire edge, and it is glorious and squishy and soft, and I like it. It was marled, it was held, the minis were held with an undyed yarn as well. I don't remember the needle size, but there we go. There's one half. There's the whole thing. The red is still really, really bright. That was the last day that I put it in. I'm still wondering if I should have not done it or done it as just the I-cord, but I don't care. I did it. I love it. And you know what? I'm gonna wear it. Put it on my lap now. Right. It is a perfect lap size blanket, just so you know. It's delightful and squishy because it's just garter stitch. I'm very happy with it. And yeah, I'm gonna wear it. I also have a hoe in my knitting world, living in this lovely, I don't remember who made this bag. I want to say Ginger Snap. I want to say Ginger Snap made the bag. But I had to choose this bag because of the socks that went in it, because it's just a perfect match. I am doing the Luminary socks. These are by Helen Stewart. I have my other ones handy, so I'll just grab this one. These are the Luminary socks by Helen Stewart. It is a 64 stitch sock using a US 1.1 millimeter, following the pattern as described. So it has this fun star detail right here. And this right here is showing where I was last time I filmed. So last time I filmed I had just the cuff and then just a teeny tiny bit. And now I have the entire foot. It was a slip stitch heel. I love this little detail down the side. It's just sweet. It's just this little kind of lacy detail. And then just a nice rounded toe. So this is a lovely sock. I'm very much enjoying it. And it's a hoe, because I have one of them done. And they are lovely. And now I can take that off, because I've got one entire one done. Let me take it back off the foot. Yoink! And then this is where I am on the second one. So I have started my entire cuff, and I have a couple of repeats of that star and lace pattern. It is only on the front, it is not on the back. And I love it. I do. Woo! I'm going to mark where I'm at. Preferably not marking my finger. Ow. Poked myself. So now I have marked where I'm at. I hope I will have these done, however, by the time I see you next time. Lovely. This is using Farmer's Daughters Fibers yarn in their chicory colorway on their Pilter sock, which is a 75/25, and this was the January Sock Squad colorway chicory. So it came with the color and the mini that I am using. And like I said, that was January's. And look, here it is, January, and I'm halfway done. I'm hoping to have this entire sock done by the end of January so that I can have an entire sock done for the January Sock Squad. Or for the Sock Squad, the January sock done in January. Whew. And the rest are all whips. Sorry about that, I bumped things. The rest are all whips, of which I have several. Let us start with the one that is living in this giant bag. This is the Ocean Harvest kit by Busilla. I'm doing this one for a friend. They gave it to me a long time ago for me to finish for them. And I just kept sitting on it and sitting on it and sitting on it and sitting on it. And finally, this month, I decided to really get somewhere on it. I will put in a before shot here. And now, this is where I am. Yeah, I did a ton on it this past month. I did a ton. I only have two ones to go. I'm very happy. There was tons of backstitching. There's so much backstitching in this. It's ridiculous. And when I'm all finished, when I'm finally complete the whole thing, I also will have to go back and do some French knots on a couple of these. I think this one has French knots. I think this one has French knots. This one, I think. So a couple of them will have French knots. But I have a ton of them done. So I'm going to pull it closer. You have the sea fan and the starfish, the sea urchin, the sundial, and the Wentel trap. I love that name for some reason, but I really do. Apologies for the shadow that is being cast from the light through my camera onto my stitching. Ugh, terrible, terrible, she says. And I almost tried to push through for a finish for this one, but I sat there working on the C-fan portion, and I was just like, I am so done with this piece right now. And I decided it would probably be better to put it away and pull it out again in February and see about getting another shell done in February. Maybe another shell done in March. I know how months go. And then it's my friend's birthday in April, so I can get it to them for their birthday. That's my goal, at least. And yeah, that was right. That was Ocean Harvest, and getting closer to a finish on it, which feels really good because I've had it way too long. But it's gonna look gorgeous when it's done. So there's one. I also, living in here, my Pohi Locatelli bag. These are my Chocolate Day socks. I am partway through a shadow wrap heel. These are normally my work socks, but I had to leave work early last week because I wasn't feeling well, got home, ended up having 101 fever. So yeah, it was wise for me to leave. But I was also working on these at the car dealership when we bought a new to us car. So they got some work there because y'all know how long it takes to buy a car. I really never want to buy a car again in my lifetime. I really don't. I'm gonna have to. They're not gonna last that long. Gotta hate buying cars. Hate it. Hate it with a passion. So I got a lot of work done on this during that time. Chocolate Day socks are a Targhee base from Knit Spin Farm. It's a superwash Targhee, 90% Targhee, 10% nylon. And this was from her September Little Known Holidays Club. And I am enjoying those socks. I really should finish the heel. It's kind of annoying to be halfway through a heel and then just kind of stop. But that's what I did because, well, because that's what I did. And since I haven't been feeling well, and you know, life is what life is, I've pulled out my half and half wrap. You haven't seen this in a while. This is the half and half wrap by Pearl Soho, using their linen quill. I'm using it in Dark Iris and Peach Stone are the two colorways I'm using on this one. And, sorry again. And this is how it's looking now. So I have all of the Peach Stone half. Now I'm working on the Dark Iris half. You come over here, you will see that's all I have to do. Now each of those is 2 rows, I should say, not rounds, 2 rows. So I have what, 10, 20, 22. 22 rows, so technically 44 rows left on this piece. But they are like 290 stitches long. But I do really want this one done soon. It is glorious, it is gorgeous, it is squishy. I love linen quill so much. I really do. I am doing this on a US 4, 3.5 millimeter, using my Haya sharps. And I am doing this using German sharp rows, not wrap and turns. And I love it. I love it. And I'm lazy. I'm not slipping an edge. I'm not doing an I-cord edge. I'm just stitching it. It's literally just a giant square. I am on the last ball. And it's beautiful and glorious. And when it comes to plans, you guys need to help me. Because I'm going to need to put another one on of these on the needles when this one's finished. And that may happen actually pretty soon. We'll see. So there's that. What else have I been working on? It's living in here in my Goose Fireflies bag. This is my dark Queen of the Sea. I am behind. I am still behind, but I am less behind. So last weekend it was 24 hours of stitching by Jen Lee. Jen Lee does the 24 hours of stitching thing. And I've been sick. So I did not get 24 hours. Not even close. But I did pull this out, and this is what I worked on last weekend for 24 hours of cross stitch. And I finished part 4. Oh, that's so good. Oh, beautiful. This is Autumn Lane Designs, Dark Queen of the Forest. And I am using all the called for colors on Under the Seas Fabrics Nightshade. I could be wrong about the green color that they designed for this, dyed for this. So I did part 4, which is that lovely section. Oh, so pretty. I contemplated seeing if I could do both part 4 and part 5 when 24 hours started, but not with this cold. It was not going to happen. I was very happy that I just got part 4 done. I guess I'm going to continue to be one entire month behind because I'm not working on this anymore this month. And so February will come out, and we already have part 5 out, which is more of this kind of stuff on this side. And I have no clue where they're going to go for February. No clue. But she is so pretty, and there was quite a few color changes in here. But I love the little mushrooms. Look at those guys. Look at that little mushroom. He is so cute. There's more mushrooms on this side, which is exciting. I love this piece. It has just been enjoyable. And I have all the stuff tucked in here. Love, 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 love. I also worked on my knitting, another knitting blanket, my Cozy Memories blanket. I did that on Sunday because Sunday is Scrappy Sunday. I didn't get really enough done to matter, and yeah, I'll show it on here eventually again, but I'm going to try and get back to working on it every Sunday and doing at least one square on it for my Cozy Memories blanket. We'll see. We'll see. Other than that, the only other thing I have worked on is Home Sweet Home by the Bay Needle Arts. I do not have a finished picture of it. It was a stitch along last year, and there are 12 houses, so that's what will be in these spots, are 12 different houses with yards and stuff. It looked really lovely, it was really pretty, and I hardly had any of it done because it's a digital pattern, but it didn't go into Pattern Keeper, and printing it out, it was all fuzzy, this border was, and I just was not getting along with it at all. And then I put it in GoodNotes, and magic has happened because I have an easy time doing it in GoodNotes. So I just popped the digital pattern into GoodNotes and am doing it that way. My goal for this one is to finish all of the border. So right now I have room for 5 of the houses. So I need to put these designs here, and then essentially I need to do this again. And that would give me, what, 10? And then I think I have another one of these at the bottom. And then all the way around before I can get into the houses. But I wanted to get all of the border done because that just makes me feel better to have the entire border done. That is my goal actually for the year. We'll see. I might come back to this if I even finish the border. But that is my goal for the year. I am doing Whip Warriors 23 and 23 is the option I chose. So I am doing that. And this is on there, obviously, because I'm working on it. But I did give myself goals for each of those 23 projects. Some are finishes, some are just make progress. And at the very least, I want to hit all of those goals. And then I will go from there. and it's January, so I feel like I'm on board and ready to do this. By May, I may have completely changed my mind. I'll be doing my own thing, who knows? And that is mostly all that I worked on. And I know this because, oh, I am so sorry, bumping the world there. Not only do I have notes, I've been tracking everything in this handy little book my sister gave me. It's quite nice. But I've been keeping track of my stitches. Like, I'm counting stitches. It's interesting. So it's things like, hey, yesterday I did 366 stitches and I felt like I stitched all day. I took a lot of naps and I'm not doing much. So one day I did 167 stitches. Oh. Anyhow, I'm keeping track of my stitches. It's really fun, and this is very handy to do all of that with. So those are my whips. Awesome. As for plans, what are we doing for plans? Well, as you can tell, I haven't started my knit cardigan, my Andrea Mowry cardigan. What was the name of it? Big Cozy Cardigan, I think. I haven't started that. Nope, I haven't. I decided I wanted to finish a couple of things first, and then I started looking at all of my knitted whips, and I'm realizing I should probably do a whip parade of my knits, because I don't even know. I'm looking at this wall where I have a lot of bags hanging. I don't even know what half my whips are. But I'm terrified to do it. I'm terrified to do a whip parade of my knits. I don't want to know. Maybe that's why I should do it. But oh dear. Yeah, maybe I'll do that next weekend. Or next week. I'll film a whip parade of my knits and cry a lot as to what I have tucked into bags and hiding and all of that. But no, I haven't started that project yet. I wanted to get a couple of things finished before I started it, and apologies. I do want to get it started soon because I really do want that cardigan. Other plans, I am going to try to get a lot more done on my Home Sweet Home. I don't know if I'm going to finish the entire border, but I'm still happy working on it, so I'm going to continue to work on it until I don't feel like working on it anymore, I guess. And then I think, what am I going to pull out? What am I going to pull out after that? I don't know. Let me look. Maybe I will pull out Supernatural and finish it up. That would be smart. I know I said I was going to do that last time and then I didn't, but at least I should start working on it again. So maybe that'll be the next thing that I pull out is Supernatural. Or Sarah Totem. I really kind of want to get that one on my Q snaps again. Ooh, Sarah Totem, maybe? Maybe Supernatural and Sarah Totem? Who knows? Come back in 2 weeks and you'll find out which ones I did. Other plans, finish my Luminary sock. Start a shawl. You'll see why when I get to stash. But start a shawl. And what other plans? Oh, right. I need your help. My next half and half wrap. Yeah. So I have the yarn, the linen quill yarn, to make 4 more of those. I told you I didn't ever need to buy any more linen quill. But I'm wondering, do I do this one? Is this the next one I start? This is Stonewall and Juniper Green. Should this be my next half and half? Or should this be my next half and half wrap? This would be Mountain Bluebird and High Tide. Very lovely, very lovely. Or should I go for something very, 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 very neutral? Stonewall Gray again and Stillwater Blue. Or last but not least, Should I do, ooh, this one's falling apart. Should I do pale mushroom and blue pansy? That one's really super bright. Which one should I do? Honestly, I do not know. I don't know what my next half and half wrap should be, but I have plenty of yarn because I have the yarn to do 4 more half and half wraps. I could live in these wraps, honestly. They are just delightful. They just feel good on, and they're beautiful. So please help me. Help me. Which one should I start? Sorry for all the crinkling. But hey, I know where all of my yarn is. I know exactly where these lived. It's also where all of my leftovers go to live, because I figure I never quite need that 3rd ball. Not the whole thing. Like, I use half to a little less than half of that 3rd ball. So that means I have a lot of leftover linen quilt. So I've just been putting it all in the same box with the full skeins, and I can do a scrappy half and half when I'm done with all those. And it'll be fun. Anyhow, which color should I choose? Let me know down below. Other than that, in plans, I told you about a shawl, socks, lots more knitting, lots more stitching, make progress on all the things, and yeah, face the fear of the sewing machine that I have. Yeah, I need to face that fear. I need to attempt to play with it. My original plan had been to play with it this weekend, but I figured that wasn't smart to do with having a cold and my brain not working very well. I figured trying to learn something new during that time is not the best idea. But I need to do that, and I also need to fill up my new chest of drawers that my partner bought me this past weekend. I'll put a picture of it in here. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Really is. So I am going to fill it with linen and probably silks. Is my plan. And it's going to be glorious and gorgeous. I'm excited. Other than that, that sounds pretty planny. Pretty planny. So let's get into stash. I have some. I have hinted at a shawl, and that is because I have my first Gauge Dye Works Christmas gift yarn show up. Isn't that gorgeous? It's called Icebreaker. It is 100% superwash. It is a 2-ply fingering, and it's gorgeous. And it is a shawl size, so it is 639 yards on this skein. So it is a chunk. It is a chunky skein, and I love it. And they have suggestions of what to do for the shawl, and I think I'm going to do their thing because it sounded fun and it amused me, so I think that is what I'm going to do. So once I finish probably my luminary socks, I might cast this on. Isn't it pretty though? Look at it. Look at it. It is so pretty. So pretty. I also have my January Knit Spin Farm. This is Conifer. Apologies. They are not doing Little Learn Holidays anymore. Now they are doing Nature and Science, or Nature and Farm, or Nature and... I don't remember. Anyway, this one is Conifer. And it doesn't matter what the themes are. The themes are just, you know, fun. It's still self-striping, targy socks. And so, lovely. I also bought, not that I needed one, but I bought another another bag. This is by Pinky Promise, something like that. Pinky Promises. And I just loved this tree. Like, look at that. That's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. So I bought that, even though I didn't really need another project bag. But I wanted it, so I bought it. I also have my Leo and Roxy January. Sorry, it's not Leo and Roxy anymore. It's Roxy Floss Co. And I promised myself I was going to open these so that I didn't get the crinkles online while filming, and then I totally forgot. So I have my Roxy Floss Co. Brights and Neutrals. So these are the brights. We have Icicle. Do I have anything I can hold you next to? Oh, that won't work at all. Icicle. Snowcap. So you can see Icicle is just slightly bluer than Snowcap. Bing. Saturn. Oh, that is a good blue. And Thistle While You Work. Oh, those are pretty. Those were the brights, I think. And these are the neutrals. We have Statuesque. Gorgeous. Noble. Roses Are Gold. Irony. And Ampersand. So those are the neutrals. Oh, look at these. Look at those. Oh, so pretty. I love the Roxy Floss Co. flosses. They are just so pretty. Which is why I re-upped my subscription for their flosses. I mean, just look at all those colors. Look at them all, they are so beautiful. And I really like Jody's Cedar River Linen. I showed some of the ones I got last time. Well, I bought the ones last time, and then like the next day I bought more. So I have another bunch of linens from Cedar River. And I got another one of the cedar things because they're fun. I got, what's this one? Arboreal? Yes. 40 count of Arboreal. I have no clue what I'm going to put on this, but it is gorgeous. Look at this color. I don't know what it is about this color, but I am in love with this color. Ooh, those would look really nice on it. Sorry, I'm just like, wait a minute. I don't know what I'm going to do on this, but oh, it's just so pretty. So that's Arboreal. And the other one that I got is Overcast. And it is glorious. It is just so pretty. So I have a ton of Jody's Cedar River Linen now. All in 40 count. All beautiful. All gorgeous. And I have no clue what I'm going to do on any out of it, especially since I'm doing Whip Warriors this year, which means it's no new starts, or very few starts. You can only start things if you finished them. So I have no clue, but apologies, the cat. I can't wait to play with her linens. They just feel so good and they look so good. And she packages them so beautifully. Oh my gosh. It's just gorgeous. So I have those. I'm very excited. And the last thing that I have, stash-wise, is I am in the Fox and Rabbit Patreon. Ooh, I'm remembering words, people. I'm in the Fox and Rabbit Patreon, and they send out, occasionally, they send out project bags and linen if you are in one of the tiers. So this showed up yesterday. I have a lovely, lovely project bag. Very pretty, I like. And then inside is that fabric. And it's so pretty. And it's really nice. And then the color for the Patreon December 2022. I have no clue what I'm going to do with this color. It's bright. I warned you. It's called Say Cheese. And look at it. It is so bright. It is so very bright. I'm thinking a black. I'm just grabbing the ampersand because it's the closest black I have at hand. Do black on it and do like a long dog sampler, maybe? I don't know. Because it is, she be bright. She be very, very, very bright. Say cheese. It's gorgeous. I mean, here, let me open up more. It's gorgeous. Look at all that modeling. And it's really nice, but whew, I don't know about that color. It's very bright. I'm not a bright person. That sounded odd, but I am not a bright person. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's such a lovely linen. I'm going to do something with it, and we'll figure out what later. All right. That is all my stash. So let's get on to life. I mentioned how we bought a new to us car. We did. My son had been driving a 2002 Jetta, and it started kind of having a couple issues. Not bad. Ended up just needing a new battery. So we got a new battery. But because he does a lot more driving than my partner, we gave the kid the partner's car, which was a, what? I don't remember what year Prius. Which drives great and is a really decent, solid car. And then my partner decided that they needed a car that they could just bum around town in, and they wanted a newer car. And so we bought a Nissan Leaf, a used Nissan Leaf, because you can't get 2022, 2023 Nissan Leafs. You are on a wait list of months. So they had I don't remember what year, 3, 4, 5-year-old car. I don't remember. So we bought ourselves a little Nissan Leaf. It's fully electric. It's kind of handy. You could just bebop around town. It's quiet. It is so quiet. It is very strange. It's just quiet. I keep expecting the engine to turn on. Yes, I'm petting you, sweetheart. I keep expecting the engine to turn on, like when I'm going up a hill or something, and it doesn't, because there's no gas engine, so it's just really quiet. And so on this Friday, I think this Friday, we're having an electrician come in to put in a charging station at our house, so that we don't just plug it in with the house current. We do the stronger current. And so we're having an electrician come in to do that. And we sold our Jetta to a friend's coworker who had been driving a 2002 Jetta for years, but their engine blew up a couple weeks ago, and they didn't, I mean, who has money to buy a new car? And so we sold it to them for pretty cheap, and they are extremely happy, and life is good. So we helped someone out. The guy has a new car. It's super quiet. It's kind of fun. It's a great around town car. We can drive down to my mother's and back as well, but it is a short range car, which is perfectly fine because we don't need giant cars all the time. And the guy started his new job this week. So this is day 2. Day 2 of his new job, and he's very much enjoying it. He's like, oh, I've got a lot of work to do. which is great. He likes doing stuff like that. Planning and organizing and getting things working accurately. He enjoys that. So there's that. I decided to come down with a terrible cold that is kicking my butt quite solidly. I think I'm starting to lose my voice now. So apologies. I will be trying in editing to be cutting out all of the coughing and the sneezing and the nose blowing. No one needs to witness that. Yes, Stella, I know. You want more love. You want more love. So that's that. Yeah, my life is pretty boring. I'm not doing much, and that's okay. I would like a very boring year this year. I really would. I would like a very, very boring year. And that is pretty much that. I think I am going to go and start editing because I think I think I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. If I am feeling rambunctious enough, I might film that the cat. She likes to put her mouth next to plastic and chew. She doesn't chew the actual plastic. She like the plastic is here, and she goes nom nom nom. And that's what she's doing right now to the plastic that was that the Roxy Floss Co. flosses were in. I've never understood why she does that. It's very confusing to me. Anyway, would you please stop, sweetie? Oh, I might film that whip parade with my knits, or I might not, because that actually might terrify me too much to see what I actually have in all of those bags. I don't know. We'll see. I hope I get over this cold. Other than that, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all stay healthy, happy, and that all of your crafting goes the way that you want it to.